Some breaking news. We'll come back to the Nico Williams stuff in a moment. Liverpool Football Club have made an initial approach to Juventus for the signing of Chiesa. Liverpool have made an approach for Chiesa, Tom.
Why?
Talk to us. Breaking news. Chiesa to Liverpool according to Fabrizio Romano.
He's got no knees. What are we going to do when he gets injured after 8 games? I can't. I took the piss out of Chelsea for Nessa. We're signing someone who's more injury prone than him. I can't. Oh, man.
I think you're overreacting, bro. I think that's an overreacting. I think if you're paying...
Oh, here comes the Italian defending his
listen,
hey,
listen.
I think you're overreacting, eh?
Yeah, bada bing, man. No, listen, I know you're reacting like that, Tom. Fair enough, because you ain't signed your midfielder that you want. I get it. But listen, you ain't finding a better backup for him for that money. You don't need a winger.
Backup for who?
What do you mean backup? To come off the bench to impact games?
Listen, I have enough left wingers. I have enough left wingers.
He's a right winger as well. He plays on the right as well. But listen, I think that he's not bad for you, to be honest. I think that obviously...
How much is he going to cost?
Like 12 million euro. 12
yeah,
million,
he's cheap, mate. He's cheap.
It's like 12 million. And that's what I mean. And the thing is with him, for me, is if you bring him into a team where you don't have to rely on him heavily, which you won't, you can really manage his injuries and manage him. I don't think he's a bad signing at all for the money you're going to pay.
What happened to
if he's 10 mil, it's not too bad. It's not what we need, though. I have 2 glaring holes in my team. I am playing Gravenberch at DM, and I have no left back who's competent in my system. So we go and sign a right winger. Get in there, Richard. So we've got a right winger and we've got a goalkeeper. We got a right winger and we got a goalkeeper. The 2 positions we arguably don't need. What next? Should we buy another attacking mid?
I'll be honest, Staffy's hit the nail on the head here. I want it to happen though, because Chiesa to Liverpool funds Sancho to Juve. So hurry up, Tom. Get us our money, bro. Get us our money up.
You know, Tom,
aren't you so injury prone? He's so injury prone. What am I supposed to do?
But Jota's one of your best players, and he's injury prone.
Exactly. I don't want another one. I don't want my best attackers constantly being injured.
I'm going to be honest. I think this is bad business, even at 10 mil. It's like Tom said, they've got huge problems in that 11 in the 2 positions they need, left back and the DM. Bringing in Chiesa, yes, it gives him a little bit more depth, but he'll play a maximum of 15 league games because he'll be broken.
He played 38 last year, no?
Yeah, he missed
33. Look at the average minutes, though. Look at the average minutes per game.
He missed 11 games last year and he missed 16 games the year before that. Now, that ain't, like, arguably cool, but he's 26 years old. Like, I don't think it's as mad as everyone makes out.
No, it's not mad. It's just not what they need, is it? It's like you guys going
I hear it. No, I hear that side of things that they don't, but I think they might need still someone in attack. Obviously, he's not their main focus. Like,
they got Gakpo on the bench and Nunes, and they don't even get minutes.
To be fair, he played a lot of minutes. I'm looking at
Chiesa can get back to the level that he showed at the Euros, and that's because we've wanted Chiesa before he went Juve. So this is a guy that Edwards liked back in 2018, 2019. Since then, he's had 2 major injuries and he has lost a yard of pace. If he can get back to the levels that were shown when we wanted to sign him, then I can understand why we've made the move when he's as cheap as he is. But he is a lot more injury prone now. He is not as quick now, and he's moving to an entirely new league at 26, 27. 26. For me, if this is the move that you're going to make when you have glaring holes elsewhere, I really do question it. I can see the appeal if he's your only attacker, and I do. It's coming across that I don't like Chiesa. I like Chiesa. I think he's a very good footballer. I thought in the first game of the Euros, he was electric against George. Who was he playing? Georgia or something? Albania, that's the one. He was electric there. But my worry is the injuries. He's false depth, arguably. I can't have him as a depth option if I know he's going to miss.
Like that Arthur geezer you had.
Like Arthur Melo, like Thiago, like Naby Keita. I've had plenty of them. Diogo Jota, Ibrahima Konate. You can't have options there and go, oh, they're guaranteed depth when they're going to miss at least a month of the season.
Remember him.
Hey, Konate, you're putting him in there.
Tom, can I ask you something?
Konate's guaranteed an injury. Jota's guaranteed an injury every single year.
Tom, with him though, where you said you don't need depth, you've got quite a bit of depth on the wings. Is that not a risk worth maybe taking to maybe get something big out of such a low fee? Like if you're I agree. If you were talking 25, 30 million, I'd be like, wait,
as a purely isolated thing, yes. For 10 million quid, you get a winger who has shown a really high level. But my issue is he is not the problem position. We have two. This is like he's a new lick of paint on the wall. I'd like to paint my wall. It'd be nice to have a new lick of paint. I've currently got no front door, and a car crashed into my wall 3 weeks ago, and I've got no wall. But I'm gonna put some new paint on this kitchen wall here because it'll look nice. I'm not gonna have a front door. People can walk in and out.
It's like buying brand new socks. It's like buying brand new socks, but you're walking outside with no trainers on.
Yeah, exactly. It fixes something. It's nice. It adds more depth in a position that we're pretty well stocked in. I still have no DM.
John, can I ask you something? If you don't sign a DM and a left back who can actually play this system with 3 and a bit days remaining of the transfer window,
can Chiesa play left back?
I was going to say, how much stick do you think Edwards and Hughes will get, or do you think it will be all on FSG? Because they had 4 to 6 weeks.
It's on Edwards and Hughes. They're the guys who are in power now. That was very clearly stated. So they will be the guys who get the stick.
That first 4 to 6 weeks of looking through the squad, playing Betis, she played really well, really good pre-season in America, beating Arsenal, beating Man United. Immediately after that, surely you would have identified the problems. When you're bringing in Mamadashvili, who's going to be fantastic in 2 years' time, that's a problem fixed for the future. But when you play Man United, it's going to be interesting to see, because I think United would just go at your left back, and I think there'll be big holes.
Robertson as a left back is okay. The issue that we've got with Robertson is when we try and do this dead nice thing where the left back and the right back tuck in, and it's on them to be technically sound and build up. Andy Robertson has no right foot, so whenever he gets pushed onto that right foot, he panics. And the moves quickly fall apart. As a out and out left back, he's okay, and it showed in the games that we played when slots eventually went right. Just go back to doing what you do. Robertson can still give you decent enough levels. That's not my worry. My problem is, I don't want. I know he's not an upgrade. I know he can't defend. Robertson can defend. He can't pass. I know he can pass. He can't defend. I need a guy who can do both. Our biggest issue, and hence why we were willing to go so big for Martin Zubimendi, is we lack a good DM. Gravenberch in the first 2 games has done well against Ipswich and against Brentford, teams who we are expected to dominate 90% of the time. My worry with Gravenberch, especially against the top teams, is how's he going to handle being pressed by elite players? How's he going to handle the defensive aspect against these elite teams? Because for what we want to achieve, you need to be getting results against these top sides. And I don't trust Gravenberch in that position. Gravenberch has shown me that he can be a good option for DM. If my first choice DM can't start, I can slot Gravenberch in there for a couple of games. As it stands right now, I've got Gravenberch in there to start 90% of the time. And when he's not playing, I've got Endo, who we have tried to spend all summer getting rid of. So that's a massive hole in the squad. Left back, we don't have a left back who can sit inside and play the passes. I don't need him to be like Trent. No left back I sign is going to be Trent on the ball, but they need to be somewhat competent. They need to be able to receive the ball a little bit more narrow under a little bit of pressure and play out from it. We don't have either of those. So that's what I think will happen is, let's say Chiesa is the only signing we make to end this window. It's Chiesa and that's it. Okay, your attack's looking really good. Really good. Your midfield, massive gaping hole. Your left back, real problem. The rest of your defence, it's pretty okay. You may be lacking a centre-back for depth-wise, but overall, options-wise, you're pretty good in terms of quality. I look at that and just go, if we achieve anything this season, I believe the reaction will be, Arnie Slot's done brilliant there in spite of what he was given. It won't be as a credit to Edwards and Hughes and that, especially with the contracts as well. The contracts are just as important. We've got nothing on the 3 big guys. Nothing on Van Dijk.
Chiesa to Liverpool. Here we go. I'm joking. I'm winding you up. I'm winding you up.
my
I'm winding you up. So I'm sorry.
Oh my.
Me to press that again. I just thought I'd wind you up because
Oh my god.
we ruined his day. We ruined his day with that one. Look,